Cambodia and Vietnam share a long and tumultuous history. This relationship is complex, marked by periods of both cooperation and conflict. From ancient rivalries to modern political disputes, the two nations have often found themselves at odds. The legacy of past conflicts, particularly Vietnam's intervention in Cambodia during the Khmer Rouge era, continues to cast a long shadow. This has led to persistent anti-Vietnam sentiment within Cambodia, hindering efforts at genuine reconciliation. Despite these challenges, there have been notable attempts to improve relations. Economic cooperation has emerged as a bright spot. Vietnam is now one of Cambodia's top trading partners. However, deep-seated mistrust and unresolved historical grievances continue to fuel tensions. This essay will delve into the historical roots of the Cambodia-Vietnam relationship. It will examine the factors contributing to anti-Vietnam sentiment in Cambodia. It will also explore the possibilities for a more peaceful and cooperative future. The roots of tension between Cambodia and Vietnam can be traced back centuries. Competition for resources and influence in the Mekong Delta region led to frequent clashes. The powerful Khmer Empire, centered in present-day Cambodia, often viewed the Vietnamese as rivals. Vietnamese expansion southwards, known as the Nam Tien, brought them into increasing contact and conflict with the Khmer. The Vietnamese court, under the later LİCH dynasty, began to assert more influence over the Mekong Delta. This further fueled tensions with the declining Khmer Empire. These historical experiences laid the groundwork for suspicion and mistrust between the two peoples. French colonialism in the 19th century added a new layer of complexity to Cambodia-Vietnam relations. The French conquest of Vietnam was a protracted and bloody affair. Cambodia, under French protection, became increasingly entangled in the conflicts between Vietnam and France. The French administrative structure often favored Vietnamese officials. This fueled resentment among Cambodians who felt marginalized in their own land. The seeds of anti-Vietnamese sentiment sown in earlier centuries were further nurtured during this period. The experience of French colonialism left a bitter legacy, shaping nationalist sentiments in both countries. The horrors of the Khmer Rouge regime in Cambodia from 1975 to 1979 represent a particularly dark chapter in the history of Southeast Asia. Led by Pol Pot, the Khmer Rouge unleashed a reign of terror. They sought to create an agrarian utopia through brutal means, resulting in the deaths of an estimated 2 million Cambodians. The Khmer Rouge regime also carried out cross-border raids into Vietnam. These attacks targeted civilians, inflaming tensions between the two countries. Vietnam's intervention in 1978, which toppled the Khmer Rouge, is a highly contested event. While many Cambodians welcomed the Vietnamese as liberators, others viewed them as invaders. Vietnam's intervention in Cambodia in 1978 remains a deeply sensitive issue. Vietnam's stated aim was to stop the Khmer Rouge atrocities and prevent further cross-border attacks. The Vietnamese-installed government in Cambodia, the People's Republic of Campuchia, faced international isolation. Many countries, including the United States, supported the Khmer Rouge's claim to Cambodia's UN seat. Vietnam's prolonged military presence in Cambodia, lasting a decade, fueled perceptions of Vietnamese dominance. This period saw a mass exodus of Cambodian refugees. This influx further strained relations between the two countries, reinforcing existing prejudices. The Vietnamese withdrawal in 1989 marked a turning point, but did not erase the legacy of this turbulent period. The 1991 Paris Peace Accords, signed by 19 countries, officially ended the Cambodian conflict. However, the road to peace and reconciliation proved long and arduous. Cambodia transitioned to a multi-party democracy under the monarchy. However, the legacy of war, including the Vietnamese intervention, continued to shape domestic politics. The issue of Vietnamese immigrants in Cambodia emerged as a particularly contentious issue. Nationalist politicians often exploited anti-Vietnamese sentiment for political gain. Cambodia's efforts to rebuild its shattered economy and reintegrate into the international community were hampered by these internal divisions.